Hello, equipment operators. Today, we're going to talk about safety accident prevention rules for equipment operators, who are indispensable at construction sites. These days, everywhere on construction sites, you can see a really large variety of equipment. Since projects are getting larger and efficient work performance is becoming important, the number of equipment used is steadily increasing. However, most of this construction equipment works alongside laborers. So if you are careless for even a moment or violate safety rules, it leads to major accidents. Recently, accidents where banksmen or workers working near equipment collide with the equipment, and accidents where operators get injured, continue to occur. In fact, these accidents can be sufficiently prevented with just a little caution. So, what should we do for safe equipment operation? Let's watch together from now on. First of all, what should we check before starting work? Operators must attend the TBM before starting work, and check the work contents through the work plan. Then, they need to check and understand the risk factors in the risk assessment or work plan, right? Next, discuss signaling methods with the signalman or banksman, and mutually confirm the communication status of the walkie-talkie. Then, using SMART-C or a checklist, conduct a daily equipment inspection and verify with the supervisor. If it is construction equipment with outriggers, before work, fully extend the outriggers and install them firmly. And check the level of the equipment with a level. If you install the equipment without extending the outriggers or on an incline or soft ground where safety is not confirmed, such an accident can occur, so please be sure to check. And during work, check if there are any interfering workers, or materials within the travel path and work radius, and frequently check the control status of the work area. Finally, when parking, remove the ignition key before leaving the seat, and be sure to lock the doors. And don't forget to install wheel chocks or supports. Now, I will tell you about the basic things to keep in mind during equipment operation. First, always wear a seatbelt while driving, and comply with the speed limit on site. Second, using a mobile phone and driving under the influence are prohibited. Third, turning off the sound of the human recognition camera or arbitrarily disabling safety devices is absolutely not allowed. Fourth, always drive according to the banksman's guiding, and using the equipment for purposes other than its original intended use is prohibited. Fifth, equipment repair is not allowed within the site. Leave equipment repair to professional mechanics. Did you know that? The fact that if operators only communicate smoothly with the signalman and banksman, the accident prevention rate can be much higher. In fact, among collisions and entrapment accidents, accidents caused by not following control or instructions account for as much as 42%. So, how should we work with the signalman and banksman who help with the operation and driving of the equipment? First, when operating or moving equipment, first look around, and always operate or drive according to the instructions of the signalman or banksman. You must never work or drive alone. Second, if you cannot see the signalman or banksman, be sure to request that they position themselves where the operator can see them. The important point here is that you should not drive too close to the banksman. Since the banksman is ahead of the equipment, they may not see the approaching equipment they are guiding. When moving, be sure to drive at least 5 meters away from the banksman. If you cannot see the banksman, stop immediately and find the banksman. Third, rigging work must be done by a qualified rigger. Banksman or unqualified people must never do rigging work. And if a dangerous situation is found on site during work, report it immediately using the right to stop work, and stop work according to the situation. The right to stop work can be exercised by turning on the STBM app on your phone, selecting the right to stop work item, and describing what work needs to be stopped, including the type, site location, process, and detailed information. Then, clicking register completes the report. So far, we have looked at the things that equipment operators must comply with at construction sites. What do you think? I think most of you are already complying with these things. However, remember that equipment accidents can suddenly occur without warning. Please keep this in mind and remember the information I explained today, and I ask for your safe work. Thank you.